This is Uncle Dan and Aunt Lori's land. This is their garage, which has 1 or 2 coats of mud on it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do, you know, just do a little sanding, little mudding, take care of them, do a little do. Sunny do. I look a little bit like a raccoon. Dan and Lo got a good job, did a good job outside clearing everything out. I sanded Dan's second coat and got a little mudding done up here, which is very hard to work in such a confined space. Just gonna stop now. I got a corner to do back here and it's gonna stop. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do some more sanding, a little mud work, and then, you know, if we're feeling it, we could probably texture this place, but I think they might be waiting on that. But Lori and I are back out at the land in Wrenshall. She's doing a little lawn care, clearing out a whole bunch of stuff. I did not envy her. And I'm doing a little bit of mud work in the nice, cool, shaded garage. So, good times. Chances are nobody's gonna see up here, but you still wanna make the mud job look good, so what do? Nearly ready to be textured, but we're gonna bounce out tonight. Looking good. Found out I can help out at the Restore tomorrow. Habitat for Humanity here in Minnesota, Duluth area, has come to like a stopping point in their builds, so can't help build anything really, but I can help organize. So I'm gonna try to wrap up this texture job today, maybe tomorrow morning a little bit, and then tomorrow around 2, I'm gonna go to Superior and see what I can do. Exciting, right? There's a couple ways you can tell if a good electrician has worked on your stuff. There's electrical tape wrapped around all of the outlets, and the box looks like this. This is good. Check this out. Everything's marked, everything's labeled. I bet the door has labels on it too that I took off. I'm gonna mask and protect this so that when I blow my texture, you won't get texture all over your box, because it's a pain in the ass to clean off. So, very good electrical work by my Uncle Jim, Corbin Electric, you rock. Proud to say you're my family, and I hope you can teach me something. Mud work is not my favorite. There's some guys that do this every day that are really good at it because they do it every day. So I'm getting my rhythm back, but corners are my least favorite. I have a little corner tool for the first go on the corner. Gets a good line. If you leave little ridges, you can scrape them off with your putty knife later. Second or third go on a corner, just do one side at a time, because if you pull this line and then you try to pull the line on this wall, you're gonna take away some of the mud that you just perfectly ran on this side. So, don't get angry. This works pretty well for me. I grab a little, make sure it stays on the side, wipe it off. And then you wanna put pressure on the outside, not the inside. Find yourself getting chunkies in your pan, try to get rid of those right away because those will mess up your lines. So I can do mud work, but I know I can always learn something. So if you got a job that you're working on along the Sonne Do Tour, hit me up, I'll stop by, help you out, learn a little something, have some fun, drink some beers. you know. I love meeting new people, so that's how I like to do it anyway. Do it how you like. I'm gonna leave that little squiggly ridge in the middle because I can buff that off later, and I just keep messing it up trying to get it gone. So, don't get angry, have fun with your mud. Keep it wet, y'all. Alright, it's time to texture. Depending on what you're going for, orange peel knockdown, skip trowel when it comes to textures, just to hide the mud work. Some people actually just do flat on their walls, and that's when you need like a skilled person to do your drywall, to do your mud work, because it's gotta look good. So I'm going for a thick paint consistency. It's pretty thick. I might thin that down a little bit more. Have a place to get your hopper held up like this. You're gonna have your air pressure set to anywhere from it's like 15 to 20 depending on what you're going for. There is different nozzles for this hopper, small, medium, and large. There is an adjustment knob on the back. This knob adjusts how far the trigger can come back. That's about halfway right there. And this guy actually can adjust the pressure a little bit. So, time to stop talking, time to start doing. Oh, that hopper can get heavy. Hold by the handle. I don't think I was doing that at first. I started doing it later. I like the little circles. You probably start with less compound in there, and just refill more frequently. As you see, when it starts to get a little lighter, it means it's kind of firming up. You can leave it like this for orange peel, but I'm going to come back and knock it down. My uncle has this really cool tool. So I'm going to just graze it lightly all over. Littler spots like by the window between the door here, I might use something smaller like a putty knife. So, I think it helps to keep this wet. I've been hustling to make room in this garage so the do-wagon can fit in here because there's been a severe thunderstorm warning. I've got about half the ceiling done. I want to finish it because I don't really feel like cleaning the hopper twice. So, let's see what's coming our way. Oh, shit. I'm a little bit nervous. Said heavy winds, golf ball size hail, get in the lowest area and take shelter. Although I've only got a pole barn and a garage. I'll be fine, right? Alright, the knockdown texture is done. It is probably late. 7 o'clock. So, sprayed it on, give it a minute to kind of set up, knock it down. Now when you come back, before you paint, there may still be some like goobers or boogers on there. If you take a light and shine it kind of in line with the wall, they jump out at you. You just take a flat edge and kind of hit it all up. That way if you missed any knockdowns, you'll knock them down once they're dry. But the mosquitoes are swarming, so let's get out of here. What now?